I just wanted to keep that same energy. We're recording now. Shit, keep that same energy. That's how you come in hot.
I'm just saying, I'm like people like it's repeating its fucking self. All these goddamn everything they keep saying is shit that's been said before. Why you keep repeating the same arguments that have been debunked?
I don't know. I really don't. I don't understand why they would even say something like that. I mean, the Desi dude, I thought he was down for the culture.
But see,
People are down for the culture until
they're
it's not
focusing on the wrong
beneficial
thing.
for them.
Talking about looting and shit, bro. Yes, we know looting is wrong. Yes, we know looting is wrong. And obviously there are people that are gonna be a part of the group that's gonna do fuck shit. Why you focus on the fuck shit? Talk about why we marching. Talk about why niggas is protesting. We know looting is wrong. No one's advocating for looting. We know there's dumb niggas that ruin shit in groups every day. You get a privilege, right? Your boss is like, look, I don't care when you guys come in, just come in and get your work done, go home whenever. There's gonna be somebody at your office that's gonna come in 4 hours late every day and ruin it for everybody.
Yeah.
That's gonna abuse the privilege that y'all got and it's gonna ruin it for the group. That's what happens in every situation. You know that person, the person that takes the rope that you give them and hangs themselves with it, or that takes something and pushes it too far. That's all that's happening. Stop focusing on that dumbass nigga. We know that nigga is always gonna be there. What?
People that complain about it's factual. People that complain about the looting don't like it. Like you said, Terry, no one's advocated for looting, but obviously it sounds like you don't know your history because if you look at history repeats itself, right? You know, They tell us we need to have our own things. Black people have had their own things forever, but guess who comes and loots burns it down?
It up. What are you talking about? We build it up, they tear it down.
You know, you talk about, we should have our own thing like Black Wall Street. What they do to Black Wall Street?
Burned them down. There were several Black Wall Streets. We actually had an episode on that. But they were in several cities across different states and different Black Wall Streets, and all of them they burned down. Like,
yeah, man.
You know
and I just feel like all these arguments. I want to talk because I did this on podcast before. I was telling the list of fallacies and arguments, and people are just using these same fallacies and taking away from the issue that we're talking about. We're talking about injustice. People want to talk about black on black crime. What the fuck does it got to do with injustice?
Why is Wayne bringing that shit up, bro? Why is Wayne?
First off, there's no such thing as black on black crime.
It's just crime.
It's crime.
There's crime within each race.
Exactly. And plus of it's called crime of proximity. We're black people around black people, so what you think we gonna kill? Black people. White people around white people. We don't call it white on white crime.
I don't know white people live in my neighborhood. Who is gonna be the victim of all of my everything that they're gonna be a victim of all of the bad shit that's in me. That's what happened. White people, what they do, they kill their wives, their kids, they shoot up schools that they go to. That's who they're affected.
Yeah.
But I just want to talk about that. That's probably gonna be part of my Cuba Funky, man. I just want to.
I mean, we're recording now. You might as well go straight into it, bro.
Just for educational purposes, I want
listen.
Educational terms.
Let me. Well, we're recording now, so let me intro, and then we'll get right back into it, bro. You know what I'm saying? So, thank you, listeners, for listening to tuning in to another episode of Mother Talks, a safe place, where we keep it player, and where you keep it kosher every time, all the time. It's another Zoom episode right now. I'm seeing my brothers. How you guys doing? Your mental health is all right. You know what I'm saying? It's been tough times.
I'm good.
Been good, bro.
So, my fro is growing immaculate, beautifully.
And I got my joint out.
And I got my frames on, so you know what time I'm on today. You know what I'm saying? So,
turning into Dr. Cornel West.
This nigga turning into
I'm trying.
Webby.
Charlemagne the God.
Hey. You know what I'm saying? I feel, the energy from the sun told me to put my my frames on today. Because, last couple of days have been trying, to say the least. It's been emotionally taxing. It's been eye-opening. And, we've all been through this for, 28, 29, 30 years. We've seen this multiple times. And, Terry, you was going in before we intro. So I want you to keep the energy where you was going. We talked, briefly about, let's just say black people spewing the wrong information or trying to go against the grain.
It's a lot of things I want to hit on, but we could focus on that, man. It's like Chris, you did it and you said it. I think you said it like, bro, you just need to take a break from Twitter because Twitter is just all the shit that people thinking and people saying dumb shit all day fucking long. I heard this girl say, well, if your hair isn't natural, you have no point in talking about black injustice because you got.
If your hair isn't natural?
Your hair isn't natural.
What kind of shit?
I'm like, bitch, I don't give a fuck about nobody hair being natural. If I'm dying in the street, save my life.
Facts, bro.
Help me.
Bitch, I'm on the ground, cop killing me. Yeah, bitch. Oh, you got a weave, bitch. Get away from me. Just come here. You got an afro. Like, the fuck? It's stupid. So I just needed to detoxify myself from the Twitter sphere and all the dumb shit we're hearing. But I did want to start. I've done this before on the podcast, but I want to do it again just to reiterate people. The issue that we're talking about is police brutality, social injustice. We want justice for victims by the police. We want justice for these victims. We want them to go to jail. We want them to go to trial. We want that to happen. We don't want people to get off scot-free for killing us unjustly. That's what it sparked off of. It sparked off of that. So people start, but in the argument, people use fallacies and they bring up other things that don't deal with the issue directly. So I want to talk to you today about logical fallacies. A logical fallacy is an error in reasoning or false assumption that might sound impressive, but proves absolutely nothing. Sometimes they are completely unintentional, but more often than not, they are used by people during debates or arguments or presentations to mislead you into thinking, acting, or behaving in a certain way. That's a fallacy. That's what people are doing. Now, there are different ways to present these arguments, and I'm going to talk about two today. I mean, I could be specific, but I didn't do enough preparation because I'm hot. We're going to talk about the bandwagon. The bandwagon fallacy works on the basis of that something is correct, good, true, right, or whatever the heck you want it to be, just because most people think it. It's named after the horse-drawn cart that politicians use to travel around shouting their dubious election promises and drawing attention to themselves so that people would give them their support and vote for them. If you were dumb enough to be one of them, you could literally jump on the bandwagon and enjoy being taken for a ride. So anyway, no surprises here, but it is completely, I'm gonna say this wrong, fallacious. It's a completely fallacious argument just because lots of people might agree with each other about something or another. It doesn't mean for 1 second they are correct. So that's one form of fallacy, jumping on the bandwagon. We say it all the time. Mm-hmm. But there are many more. I just want people to look up these fallacies because you could easily just dismiss the shit people say because in arguments, especially on Twitter and on the internet and even in your conversation in your workplace, people use bullshit arguments that have nothing to do, that do not prove their conclusion. You know what I'm saying? Just like a bandwagon. LeBron's the greatest. Why? Because everyone's wearing a jersey. No, he's not the greatest because everyone's wearing a jersey. Just because everyone says it does not make it true. Just because all these white people keep saying, oh, these looters are murdered, that doesn't make it true. Just because the news says it doesn't make it true. And please, people, understand all this shit is bullshit. They trying to misdirect you with these bullshit fallacies. All this
misdirection is real. Misdirection is real.
Fucking trying to hit you with the okie doke. We ain't falling for the okie doke. That's why Brisk got them glasses on so he could see the okie doke.
He can see the okie doke.
Stay woke, my brother. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I think, Sarah, you hit it right on the head that people are forgetting what the original point is. Like, you bringing up gluten and shit and all these other statistics of what you think the solution is. Oh, black people should be, we should be more, nicer to the police. We shouldn't be mean to them. We shouldn't, we shouldn't loot. We shouldn't, we should be more black people should be on the force. All these things, all these alternatives. We're not talking about the actual issue of police are killing us. The people that are supposed to protect us, that are sworn to oath to de-escalate first, are putting their knees on niggas' necks. You know what I'm saying? They're shooting us with our hands up. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the real issue. We complain about a justice system that is working intentionally how it's supposed to work. You know what I'm saying? People, like you said, they're coming up with different solutions and they're jumping on bandwagons, and people are saying other salacious things and other untrue things, and it's really showing you or showing us who your true character. To be honest, you know what I'm saying. If you say anything besides police shouldn't be killing black people, you're op to me. You know what I'm saying? There's no reason to come up with any other alternatives or no other solutions. You know, now in terms of this the looting and the protesting and things like that, like what are we supposed to do? You know, we nailed this. We nailed. They tell us we can't nail. We protest. You know, safely. They start shooting us. You know, saying or nothing happens. You know, what else? What are we supposed to do? Like, shout out to my man Dr. Umar. He said the riots and things like that is the voice of the oppressed.
That's MLK.
Well, shout out to surrogate, you know what I'm saying? MLK to Dr. Umar to Young SL. We're all giving you the same game. You know what I'm saying? The oppressed got nothing else. What else? Like, what are you supposed to do?
Bro, fuck some shit up. That's what. That's why they got insurance policies. Goddamn it, burn down Target.
Dumb builders will be fine, bro. Them builders will be fine.
Don't burn down
you know
as long as they're not burning down the black businesses.
Don't burn down your own shit.
Yeah. That's where. That's the real truth. Don't burn down your own shit, bro.
Yeah. You know the most surprising thing I've noticed is how many people are saying like they've had to cut off their white friends or their white friendships because of them voicing their opinion of the situation. And just people just in general saying if you don't agree, don't follow me or unfollow me. And I'm just surprised at how many people interact with others that don't share the same opinion on these type of situations. Why are y'all friends in the first place? Why are y'all following each other if this would be an issue? I mean, I don't know. I don't know how many. I mean, do y'all have any friends that you feel like you would lose?
I got 230 followers on Twitter. And
I
kind of made that circle small for a reason. Now, I do follow people who have different opinions on things. Like I did Tommy Lauren girl, Candace Owens, Donald Trump. I follow them just to see what's going on that side. But it's like, this is about human rights. This ain't about opinion, bro. Like if you arguing about human rights, then yes, I'm following. Like,
I think it's good though because I've seen a lot of people who maybe have been racially ambiguous, and they more so cater to the whiter side of life. And now they're calling out their white friends on it. And now they don't have these white friends anymore. And so it's like, that's good. Y'all should have stayed on the black side. You know what I'm saying? Come on over here with the niggas. The white people, I have white associates.
We all do.
Am I losing sleep or losing a friendship? No, because we're never friends. We were associates.
That's a fact, though. Yeah. It's a good time to vet these people. I mean, you should have vetted them.
You should have been vetted them.
Especially if they in your circle. But
especially if they beat your child and shit like that, and now you're just now figuring out. You're just now realizing where they stand on racial injustice. Like that's just now happening now. So what the fuck have y'all been doing before? Like drinking wine together and looking at roses or some shit. Y'all weren't friends to begin with, but you know, it's good to cleanse yourself of that.
Amen.
People are even black people now, bro. Like it's easy to cleanse them yourself of black people too. Especially like I've been saying in group chats and people on Twitter. Like during this week, we got one job. Black people have one job to stick together to denounce this, the human injustice, to say we stop killing us, and to really just say we all know all white people aren't bad, but right at the moment. It's fuck white people and it's fuck the police.
A hit dog holler. Even I've done it on the podcast, and I was thinking about it during the week because I see people like, well, all white people aren't bad. Fuck me having to say that. If you're not a racist, you shouldn't feel no type of way about this. If you're not a white person that thinks he deserved to die on the street for whatever his crime was, then we're not talking to you. We talking to the motherfuckers who believe white people are better than black people, who believe black people's lives are worth less, who believe black people deserve to die for whatever he did. These motherfuckers could shoot up a motherfucking church. They didn't get no knee on their fucking neck.
See, the current conversation, to tag along your point, Terry, is about the people that are committing the injustices. It's not about the general white man. Now, we do have conversations about the white man and the beast, okay? But that's not actually what's being, broadcast. All right, that's not the topic. The topic is the racist cops, the racist individuals. So if you're not a racist individual,
you shouldn't be worried.
Don't worry about it.
Yeah, we like a hit dog hollers, bro. You know what I'm saying? We all know all cops ain't bad. We all know all white people ain't bad. But at this moment, you're all lumped together. You know what I'm saying?
Black people is niggas, and all black people is looters.
All black people were thugs when they wore hoodies, and all black people were thugs and gangsters and rapists.
This one, shit, all white people, you might have to feel some type of way.
I mean, we took that and we walked and went on about our life, so y'all should be able to do the same.
I'm trying to hear that shit. Want to be the victim so fucking bad, man. But then it's black people taking up. Let the white listen. Oh, this is the last thing.
Dez, that nigga. What's the nigga?
My man, Dez. My name Dez, bro. Dez Bryant, bro.
Listen, white people do not need black people to defend them.
They don't.
They
don't.
They got court system to defend them. Their voices are fucking heard. They don't need Dez Bryant, me, Desi, Shamik. They don't need nobody helping them. They're fine. Trust me. They are defended very well by the legal system, by their money. They're fine. Trust me.
And their privilege. They're just being white.
If their feelings are hurt, you'll get over it.
And these little niggas fucking all these white bitches well, the white people aren't that bad. Just because you fucking a white hoe, bro. She'll be fine, bro. You don't need to defend that little hoe.
She'll be fine, bro.
She should be in the streets defending you, honestly, bro.
Exactly. Because she ain't going to get shot.
Nope.
Like, a while ago, we talked about is love. And we talked specifically about interracial relationships. I think we all came to agreement. There's nothing wrong with dating interracially. But you got to know that person you're dating, when shit like this happen, that they're going to ride for you because eventually you're going to have black kids. You're going to have black daughters, black sons. And if you got a racist person, undercover racist person that you sleeping in bed with, you know what I'm saying? They like you, but they don't like the rest of your race. You know what I'm saying? That's concerning. If your other ain't standing up for you, standing up for people that look like you, what are you doing in bed with them, son? You know, pussy is pussy.
Just like that.
You know, for women, dick is dick. You can find another one. But what Gucci say? One bus gone, next one coming 15 minutes or whatever.
Said that. I was gonna have to keep it funky a couple weeks ago about that line. Miss one, next 15, one coming. That's kind of a fallacy too, because buses be late, my nigga. you cut off one, and buses be late more than anything. They don't keep that goddamn schedule. You cut that girl off and think another one about to come 15 minutes. Shit, it might be an hour till the next one come.
I mean, you'll get it, but the bus might not run the same.
Exactly. You better catch that bus. Don't be talking about these buses.
Yeah, that bus might have a flat tire.
I take public transportation.
Mm-hmm.
Don't better catch that fucking bus. Well, I'm just making light of it, but yes, real shit.
Yeah.
Don't cross over your race over no white bitch, man.
I will say, fuck no. I will say,
or no white man.
Don't know.
It's interesting. I bet the interracial relationships, if they're talking about this right now and how they're talking about it.
I'm sure they are. They should.
Probably not, man. I don't think they really are. I think it like if the white person, they probably see it and they probably are like, yeah, this is crazy. It's so fucked up. And then the black person in that relationship is probably a little bit more upset, but they're not going to say a lot because to their white partner, they're not going to get it.
But some white partners do. I've seen a lot of great advocates that are white.
Some do.
A lot of great, but I want to ask, in y'all relationships, I know y'all talked about it in y'all relationships. Y'all probably have a lot of talks about it.
Yeah. I mean, it's just the same way I talk to y'all. It's the same.
Exactly. You'd be like, that's bullshit.
So.
It's a little bit more radical, but yeah.
Oh, for sure.
It's a lot, but yeah, I would like to know if we should figure out how people can call in. But yeah, I would like to know how people with interracial relationships are they taking a stance in this time? Like,
how they doing right now?
Yeah, we gonna have this talk. You know what I'm saying? Like, are you just? I
mean, I know I got my boy. He married to a white woman. I don't see them discussing this.
Especially, see, and that's what I don't like, man. It's like, can you love somebody to marry them if you're not able to have these discussions? Like, especially when you're gonna procreate, you're gonna have children that ultimately, regardless of how light they are, they still nigga.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Like, but I feel like it's just a benefit for you to address that earlier because it's gonna come up eventually. Whether you with your husband out in public and he gets discriminated against, or your child get discriminated against somewhere in school, it's gonna rear its ugly head, and then either if you ain't had the discussion, you're gonna have to deal with it in the moment, and the way you deal with it might not be proper. So talk to your partner of a different race if you.
And I'm only thinking of just the immediate you and them. Like, have you talked about what their family thinks of it? Like, do they talk about their family dynamics? Like, is it uncle or auntie's racist? Do they even like you and like as their partner?
I think my boy's wife's family is from like West Virginia or Tennessee or something like that. So it'd be very interesting to hear what their perspective would be on the situation.
Because that would break up my marriage if I was with them.
It's different. Listen, I've talked to girls interracial, like their mother's white, their father's black, and they'll be like, "Yeah, I'm hanging out with my mom's side of the family," and they'll straight up be like, "Oh, they're racist as fuck," and they'll say shit around me, and I'm like, that's probably the most awkward situation to be in. Like, you're half white, you're with the white side of your family, and you hear them say some shit that's fucking crazy.
And you still fucking with him, like you still.
And I will say this: she still was fucking with him. Like she's like, I love this person, you know, this person not so much, but you know, they're always there. So I'm like, that's.
But they're racist.
Racist.
So you know,
your half black ass sitting right there, and they saying that same shit.
And they calling niggas and coons and slaves and
whatever, bro. Whatever you think of. Yes, that shit.
And she probably like, oh, they're not talking about me. Like, yes, they are.
I will say this about specifically my experience. They identified as a black woman. They definitely spoke up for black women, and they spoke up in that moment too. But it's just like they're not
still fuck with them.
They don't fuck with them, but they're not changing that person's way of thinking.
Yeah.
Just to know that person is your family, you know.
That's family, bro. I mean, you know, they always say family is family, but I don't fully believe in that. If my family members are doing something that I do not, they don't allow my values, then listen, we're done. All communication, face-to-face contact won't happen anymore. We're done.
It's okay to say I don't fuck with them. It's okay. You know what I'm saying? It might be a little bit harder for like immediate mothers and fathers, but third cousins, second cousins, even cousins. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's okay. You know what I'm saying? I don't gotta talk to you. If you pull up at the family function, you don't even have to, you know, keep it moving. You know what I'm saying?
Because I know you on that bullshit.
It's okay. Just family doesn't, you know, there's people that have, I want to see y'all closer than some of my actual family members. You know what I'm saying?
I would do the same. I would say the same.
So, I don't know, bro. It's weird. I'm just glad, like during this time, I haven't had to be in the actual office. Especially like, I just know my energy would be so bad. Like it would just be like, don't talk to me. White men, just don't ask me how my day is going. Because you know how my day is going. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think it's a skill white people have to act oblivious to things.
Right.
To like act like it's business as usual. No, nigga, it's not business as usual. Oh, yeah. We saw a man get murdered on television. We just saw a woman threatening to call the police on a man and telling him beforehand that I'm going to tell him an African-American man is threatening me. She knew what the fuck was going on. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just one of those things where it's like, I'm just glad I was able to internally handle this and not be in the face of white people. I mean, I know Terry used to probably have to go in.
Bro, I do got to go in, but like, I have a lot of minorities in my workplace, and I got a whiteboard in my office. I wrote on it. I said there is no tolerance for injustice. I wrote that shit on the whiteboard in my office. Like, people are pretty progressive, quote unquote, in place, and we've known in those conversations that comes up. But thankfully, the white people I am around, they did that thing where they just shut the fuck up, and you know, so
they did that thing.
Ain't nothing wrong with a white person shut the fuck up.
No.
I think white people feel like that's a very wrong thing. You know, they love to talk.
They love to be heard.
They
They
love
love
to
to
butt
hear your
into
voice.
situations where they don't need to be in. Why do you think we have Karens?
Sad, really.
Because, you know, why do you think we have Karens? But
Oh, Karens. I thought you said cameras.
you know, I just want to just. Terry's frozen.
Yeah, he moving on mine.
We breaking up. There you go. All right.
No, you're frozen, Brish.
Yeah.
My screen messing up. Hold on. Let's see. Y'all stay
You
there.
got that North Carolina Wi-Fi. Get you some Virginia Wi-Fi, man. Okay, well, I mean, I like proximity to DC and Maryland. It made me be prouder of being from Virginia because we were disliked and seen, and we were looked down upon.
Oh,
They
okay.
looked down on Virginia niggas. They was like, oh, it's not.
Yeah, I can see that.
You don't get no social currency being from Virginia.
And you live up there.
The DMV, Virginia niggas, they don't. Yeah, nah.
I can sense that. I think I've been in a party or one or two, and it's like I may have seen the transaction of where are you from? Oh, I'm from somewhere in Northern Virginia, and then this person being from like DC, being like, oh, okay, oh, all right.
You don't get no stripes.
Yeah, I've witnessed that a couple times, which I always thought was strange to me because what does it matter?
People always find something to separate. You know, I've realized this. People always want to feel better than other people. So people will find the weirdest things to say about themselves to make them feel better than somebody else. Like, oh,
Yeah.
You from Virginia? Oh, I'm from DC. Oh, you from Virginia? Oh, I'm from Maryland. Oh, you 6'1"? I'm 6'4".
I'm 6'3", nigga.
Still can get clapped.
Yeah.
Still can get clapped.
But
like, that shit don't matter. That shit don't matter.
Pay attention to this. People take pride in very weird things, and it gets weird. The things people
it's weird,
bro. It get weird. People be like, "Yeah, I'm this." And I'm like, "You standing on that? Like that's what make you feel good about yourself?" Okay.
Right. I didn't know being from DC was a thing because the only thing I knew about DC was white men in suits and the president. So I didn't really understand the history of DC once being Chocolate City. You know what I mean? And then,
listen, but I will say that like DC is the essence of everything. They make it what it is: the music, the culture, the people.
Yeah, I understand it now, just not back then. I always thought that it was a thing to be from like New York or Texas. When I heard motherfuckers claiming DC, I was like,
DC pride. It's a lot of pride.
I see that. People love to be from DC. They have this twang in their accent. They dress a certain way. Everybody wearing New Balances.
On mother, Slim.
Yeah, they have that. I can see that.
But yeah, we're back. We took a little interest in our listeners. Chris had some camera issues, but
yeah, I'm back. You know what I'm
saying? Malcolm Z is back.
It's SLZ.
SLZ. Malcolm SLZ.
Yeah. We was talking about Karens. You know, I love a good Karen session.
Them dirty bitches. Them bitches pussy.
Them dirty bitches. You raggedy bitch.
Karen pussy is whack. And she can't suck dick or ride dick and she can't cook. Karen,
what can she do?
Karen can't do shit but call the police.
She could work that trigger finger.
She could work. She could complain like a motherfucker.
That's facts.
She can't dance.
She can make a casserole.
Ew, have y'all ever eaten a casserole before?
Like a nasty ass casserole.
I've never eaten a casserole.
My pops, I don't know where he got this from. I think it's him being in the military. That nigga love a green bean casserole.
Ew.
Like, where you get that shit from? He like, this shit good, boy.
I've had a good casserole when a black person made the casserole.
I never thought that casserole was for black people.
Bro, you come.
It's technically a lasagna casserole.
Nah.
It's not a casserole.
It's mainly a casserole.
What makes a casserole? I don't even know what makes a casserole a casserole.
It's the layers, right?
See green beans and layered noodles.
My nigga, if you ever had my grandmother's squash casserole.
Squash.
My nigga, this shit is, bro.
What is casserole made up of?
I'm Googling casserole.
It's the layers.
Breadcrumbs.
It's the layers.
It looks like the top is like hard, and
it's a French word. It's a large, deep pan used broth in oven serving vessel. So it's really about the pan that you use. It's a deep pan. The word also is used for food cooked and served in such a vessel. So if the cookware itself is called a casserole dish or casserole pan, so you could put whatever you put in that pan becomes a casserole.
Oh,
it's a casserole dish.
Yeah, lasagna could be a casserole.
So I guess so.
Lasagna is technically a casserole.
Technically,
but that's not the casseroles Karen's make.
Yeah,
they
make some weird
green bean
with raisins and shit. I don't know.
Chicken bacon.
I would say like salute to all the black women named Karen. They're going through some things.
Now that Karen, she do everything. The black Karen.
I haven't met too many black women named Karen before.
I know Karen Sybil.
There, but Brish, you remember his fictional wife's name was Karen.
Yeah.
Y'all gave me that.
She had you stressed too.
Y'all had you stressed. That whole story while y'all were high.
Boy, all right. Backstory, people. We took a flight to Miami a few years ago, and Dot was sitting separately from us. It was me, Briss, and our homie Sean. And Dot, he was sitting by himself on the plane, but he didn't look happy. He looked distressed.
I was trying to make sure everything was right. These niggas were all high. Okay, I'm the one who
because
that's where we get on the plane and everything.
You're supposed to fly that way.
It was also a very early flight.
It was
very early. I was tired too.
This nigga looked distressed.
Why these niggas are laughing at 3 a.m?
He started making up a whole life.
Can and shit. Ain't shit funny. Get your ass on the plane, nigga. Get that fucking bag above your head, nigga.
Out in a life for this nigga.
Buckle your seatbelt.
Kids. He had a wife named Karen. He was going to a conference. He was flying back home. He hated home, so he was mad.
These niggas asking for juice and shit. The plane didn't even take off talking about, can I get some juice? Wait till you get in the air, nigga. The fuck wrong with y'all? Fuck is wrong with y'all?
That was the best flight of my life. Niggas was lit.
Y'all got juice?
Nigga asked for strawberry juice.
You
ever have strawberry juice?
What the fuck is wrong with y'all?
That was mad as hell.
I was just tired.
You know when you put your hands like this. This is a sign right here. These fingers.
He was fed up with life. He didn't want to go home.
Y'all niggas giggling in the back of my ear and shit all day.
I did feel bad because it was early morning flight and we was a little rowdy.
And we made that flight lit, baby.
The flight was not lit.
We was lit.
Y'all were lit. The flight was not lit.
This nigga.
Shout out to you. Remember when you met your man? We were trying to get to the flight. Your man was there. You were trying to help your man get to his gate.
Oh,
Asian dude asked me about where to go.
Your young son.
Asian to this nigga. He knew he was one of his people.
That nigga just randomly picked me. Well, he probably saw y'all three and was like, well, this nigga is the only one that looks sane. He's not high.
He didn't know he was high.
I mean, it was kind of clear. All that niggas do was laugh the whole time. Every 10 steps, something was funny.
Listen,
at 3 a.m, what the fuck is funny?
It wasn't 3, nigga. You pushing the time back.
It was like 5. It's like 5.
That's dark outside.
Listen, just because that Asian boy bonded to you because you both have Asian ancestry.
Did you put your arm around him?
I did not do that. I looked at his ticket. I showed him where to go.
Listen, he sensed the ancestral ties. He knew that you were someone that would help him. Just like when you out in the street and an old black lady come to you for advice because they know you can steer them the right way.
Yes.
The Asian boy knew.
These are 2 niggas I had to deal with.
I miss Miami, man.
Come here, baby. Come here, child. Come here, child. Let me
Miami was cool, though.
Let me get you home.
Yeah. I need to go back.
Miami was cool.
Dad, you're a fun person to go on a trip with, though. I'll tell you that, though.
So we gotta have fun, bro. We gotta have fun.
Over.
Yo, why is it my internet?
It's you, bro. This is my 3rd cup right here.
Is my internet that be bugging out?
Yeah, because you frozen again.
That North Carolina, bro.
You're a fun guy to go on a trip with that.
I appreciate that, Briss. I try to have fun, man. We're going on a trip to have fun. It's vacation.
Go on a trip to be an adventurer.
To be an adventurer, do shit, see shit.
Lewis and Clark. But I'm with you though.
This nigga froze.
Man,
Webby froze.
stop your camera and come back, nigga.
Yeah, you the host now. You the captain now.
Take us into the topic.
How's it still recording when he ended?
He back. There you go.
I don't know what's going on, but
You got North Carolina, man. All that racism down
Nigga
there.
got Spectrum.
you got a spectrum in there. Yes, I do.
Get that Fios, baby.
Nigga need Fios.
They don't got Fios. I want Fios, bro. You know what I'm saying? They don't got it down here.
Big Fios. Now that's probably a white corporation I rock with. Verizon.
I mean, I like Chick-fil-A. I know that's a white, low, racist corporation.
Chick-fil-A.
So you hate the community. So you said you hate the community.
Yeah, because them Christians, what did they say? They don't like the LGBTQ community.
No homosexuality in that sandwich.
Yeah, that's what they said.
But I bet you it's a gay nigga working.
But I'm sorry, I'm gonna eat that spicy chicken.
I see the regular chicken. Woo, that shit fire, boy.
Sorry.
About to make me break my diet. I'm gonna fuck with that shit.
Chick-fil-A's all right. It's a little overrated.
Let's throw us into the topic, man.
Yeah. Well, I got two things I wanted to touch on today. First off, I don't think we really talked about, how the world, with all the things that's going on in the Rona, states are opening back up, and sports is one of the things that they're trying to be on the forefront of things that open back up. So, I mean, how do you guys feel about, they've already opened up soccer or in Europe. They're playing the German league, the Premier League's coming back up soon, La Liga, where, the NBA is trying to be the first organization to open back up for playing. I mean, how do you guys feel about that? It seems like the players want to play. They don't care about their families or whatever.
You know what side of the issue you stand on.
He just so casually threw that in there. They want to play. They don't care about their families. What do you think?
So what do you care about? Now, I'm actually on.
I do. I do miss basketball. I would say that. Yo.
You froze. Are you back?
You're moving, but
yeah, man, I do. I do miss basketball. I'll say that. So if they do come, I won't be mad about it. But I'm like, what's the rush? Let this season.
Yeah, I feel the same. What's the rush? I miss basketball, but what's the rush, man? If y'all can do it safely and it's low risk and these guys aren't taking shit back home and bringing it to their families, because mind you, they're about to be on the court sweating. It's going to be hot. They're going to be bumping into each other. Niggas going to get cut. You know what I mean? Like, it's a lot going on. All right? Now, if you got little children or if you got some old folks that you visit regularly or you're around regularly, then, just think about it. You know what I'm saying? But I wouldn't be mad if they say, hey, we canceling the season. We'll start back next year. I wouldn't be mad. I understand what's going on.
Yeah, I'm not going to be mad. But I will say I predict they are going to come back.
That's because it's money.
They're going to come back.
They're losing money, bro.
Yeah.
100%. I believe they're going to come back. And I'm going to be watching if they do come back. I just think, it can be done safely. I think it's a possibility. They make it one arena, one town. They control the travel coming and going from the facilities. I think it could be done. They're going to do it regardless, but I'm gonna be honest though, during this whole time, I've really missed basketball, bro. Like, there's nothing like a Wednesday night catching a double header in the crib and just enjoying the game. And you know what I'm saying? It's relaxing, but to risk health, it's not worth it. No. But I'd like to see basketball back.
For me, I'm part of the reason why I really don't care if they end the season anyways, because my team trash. So the draft is coming up. You end it right now. Well, you end it right now for me. We got a top 3, top 5 guaranteed pick. Let's go ahead and roll, baby. Get the draft rolling.
That's some fuck shit, dog. Because all these non-playoff teams, they get to wash the season, which was over for them from the beginning of the season, to be honest.
It was over, yeah.
And the players that was in contention to go deep in the playoffs and possibly win a championship, it's like, damn, this season got an asterisk.
Well, how do y'all feel about people saying, if LeBron wins, will he have an asterisk by his name or not?
100% he will.
Now,
it's okay to have
before
one.
Before you go into it, I'm gonna preface it with this. Some people are saying that regardless of whether the season was short or not, a championship is a championship. Now go.
They're liars because it's like I'm trying to think of a good analogy. It's like getting a promotion, but the nigga that was going to really get the promotion died in a plane crash.
Oh shit!
You got the promotion, but the nigga that we know deserved it, and not to say LeBron didn't deserve it, but it's just like, oh, there you go, Barry Bonds getting the home run record. Okay. We know he hit the most home runs in a season, whatever, but we also know he took steroids.
Yeah.
It's an asterisk. He has the record, but everyone in their head, the first thing they think about is the steroids. LeBron win the championship, we gonna think, and it's not a lockout season where the first half of the season is gone. This is a stop in the middle of the fucking season. It's a different. We've never seen nothing like this. Mm-mm. So people are gonna be tainted. Now, you still gotta win games, but there will be a fucking asterisk. But it's been a whole stop in the season. It's been players talking about they not gonna come back. It's a lot of shit, bro. It's a lot of shit.
I want to double back on the fact that you brought up Barry Bonds as an asterisk. Do y'all niggas know how hard it is to hit a fucking baseball?
It's pretty hard. I don't have the hand-eye coordination to do it consistently.
The steroids only made it easier to hit it farther, like hit the ball harder.
Chris, ain't nobody hit ain't hit the baseball like them niggas since that era, bro. Nobody.
And that was the best time in baseball. Niggas, I watched baseball games.
I did too. I knew who Barry Bonds, Mark McGwire, Sammy. So I knew who all them niggas was.
Nobody hit that shit was like lit.
That. Maybe baseball should.
Hey,
listen. Baseball already said they're not tested for cocaine or weed. Let them do steroids. Fuck it.
I should have played baseball. They're not tested for the blow.
No, they're not drug testing. The only drug testing for performance enhancing drugs.
Okay, but see,
and baseball is stale. Do you watch baseball?
Fuck no.
I tried.
But if niggas was smacking the ball out that bitch, you know what I'm saying? You watch it.
I understand your argument. And baseball, that's one of those sports where should be able to take whatever in wrestling you can take whatever steroid you want. It's thrilling. I like them niggas jumping off the top rope into the crowd. That's thrilling.
If they was smacking that bitch, I might watch.
Hey, listen, because you know you're gonna see about 3 home runs in one game. I'm gonna watch. You're right.
Why do you think niggas love the home run derby?
So they can see somebody hit the home run.
Somebody can smack the ball out that bitch. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody watching like that's the hate, I guess, the American hate against soccer, right? Because it's slower. There's not as much action.
Yeah, it's not as much.
But soccer,
baseball is even slower.
Yes.
Baseball's slower.
Fuck. It's very good to watch on television.
But I've actually tried to watch baseball, like sitting down. When we was in Canada, Britt, you don't remember? We went to a Toronto game.
You went to we did.
Nobody paid attention to the game. We just were drinking and eating hot dogs.
No one likes baseball.
Okay,
they like the activity of going to baseball games.
To LeBron winning a championship. Yes, we want to see steroids in baseball. I agree with you.
We want to see steroids in baseball.
Quote me. Put that. Yes, we want to see steroids in baseball. But in basketball, we want to see a full season where people go through all the rigors. They go through all 82 games. They make a good seed. They get to the playoffs. They make a run. They beat a tough team in a 7-game series. They get to the championship, and then they win it. We're not going to see that this year. We're not. What we're going to see this year is a whole auxiliary, different type of shit. And we're going to accept it because guess what? I like to see a motherfucker cross a nigga up, make a good pass, dunk on a nigga, block a nigga shot, make a last-second shot. I like that shit. So I'm going to watch. But LeBron.
Why don't we should just do like a tournament.
It's gonna be. They could be creative, but you know, no one in that organization is creative enough to make it compelling. They're gonna make it cool, but it ain't gonna be compelling.
Nah, I think that LeBron will probably grab him a championship this year. He's gotten plenty of time to rest. Him and his team. Anthony Davis, that nigga stay hurt. So
that boy a monster though.
He a monster, man. And
this is good for him though. He don't get the chance to get hurt.
He don't. And now this is going to add to the dialogue of LeBron's greatness as compared to MJ's.
But listen, if he wins this season, right? He has 4 rings.
Mm-hmm.
He still needs one more. He gonna need a legitimate one more. Cause listen, people will talk about the asterisk and they'll be fine. But if he gotta win a legitimate one more to be considered better.
Facts.
At least 5.
At least 5. At least 5, bro. At least 5. This nigga back.
He back.
LeBron has 4 rings.
He got 3 right now.
3.
He got 3.
Trace.
Shit, listen. LeBron is a great. And, how about I ask you?
That nigga Paul Pierce said LeBron ain't top 5.
Paul Pierce been smoking dip. Paul Pierce, listen, I could have him on outside of my top 5, but that's because I'm an asshole.
Right.
Paul Pierce been smoking dippers. You heard the shit he say on TV.
That nigga's an idiot.
Paul Pierce is.
He's an idiot. He lost his little contract to be online, to be on TV, discussing games and shit.
Stupid. He dumber than what's the nigga be on First Take with Stephen A.
Skip. No.
He not worse than Kendrick though. Kendrick Perkins.
Kendrick's an idiot.
Kendrick Perkins saying hot shit to stay on TV.
He needs to stay off LBJ's shaft.
Listen, just because you played on teams with greats, my nigga, you averaged 3 points and 3 rebounds, my nigga. No one cares.
He talks as if his knowledge, like he is only privy to what he knows.
My nigga,
nobody else.
You got no rings. No, do you got a ring?
I think he got one with the Celtics, didn't he?
He got one with the Celtics.
I think so.
He's been on great teams, but this is the era we live in where people get voices that maybe shouldn't get voices.
He got one with the Celtics.
Kendrick Perkins need to shut his crooked finger ass up. Shut the fuck up.
What were you about to ask though, Chris? If this nigga don't keep freezing.
I'm about to ask, how do you it?
Hold on 1 second. I'm about to move my area. Hold on.
What'd you say, Terry?
I thought you was in North Carolina too.
I came back it was 2 weeks ago. 2 weekends ago.
Okay.
The 21st is when I came back, that Friday.
All right. Well, no. Okay, well, you back with wifey.
Know what I mean?
When y'all gonna have a baby?
Shit, another year or so.
Okay. I need a little nephew or niece.
Got you, brother. Got you, bro.
You're doing this. You're doing this strategic family planning, and I like it.
Trying to, man. You know what I'm saying? Trying.
We'll talk about strategic. Let's talk about that. Let's talk about that because I was talking to my pops. I'm talking to my pops recently, and that nigga, I've never heard this in my life. He said, "When you having a kid, I need a young son." I'm like, nigga, what?
Ready, nigga.
I'm like,
you said you never heard him ask you that?
No.
Wow, that's crazy.
I'm like, nigga, you gonna help me take care of this nigga?
When he come back from South Korea though?
No, he's not.
Next year. That nigga don't want to come back though.
Really?
Nah, that nigga living like a king, bro.
Camera what he doing.
Damn, bro.
That nigga living like a king, bro.
Chinese secret.
Damn, he getting that bread over there.
Getting that chicken.
Stacking up.
Chicken.
Long story short, at least your inheritance is gonna be nice, Briss.
Fuck yeah.
I guess so.
I
don't know. No, my pops, I think I'm gonna put like a clause in the will or some shit like that.
You gonna say unless he has a male-born child, he cannot get my money.
Unless he do like he gonna say some shit like unless he do like a year in like the reserves or some shit.
You better sign your ass up.
He gonna say unless he can do 200 push-ups in 20 seconds. No money.
You're gonna be pushing up.
Man, I don't know, man. It's like weird that like when I was 24, 25, they told me not to bring no babies home. Yeah. And now I'm here at 29, 30. They asking me about Mecca, like, So when y'all having kids, I'm like, nigga, what? Like, I got a dog. He's like, I won't care about the dog.
That ain't no baby, nigga.
That ain't no baby, bro. Y'all engaged now. You grown now.
Listen,
You know, so I'm trying to be the uncle and the auntie, and it's meant to be the auntie that just pull up, drop gifts off, and we about to hit the town again. We'll be.
I mean, you could do that for a little bit. You got time.
I want both of you to listen to me. I just talked to you, Dot. You have a family plan. Chris, you have a family plan as well. Your dick was made for a reason.
Wow.
You're supposed to
This nigga been drinking that tequila.
You're supposed to see the woman. She's gonna grow the baby, and then you love the baby.
Wow.
Drop them lows.
Drop them lows.
They never tell you babies are expensive, sir.
Oh my God. Wow.
So when are you having a baby, Charles?
2024.
Oh yeah, you got the year planned out?
How old will I be? I'll be. My plan is 32.
All right. You are. How old are you now?
I'll be 29 next month.
29 next month. 29. 3 more years.
I said 32. I got 3 years.
Nigga, you about to get. Oh, you right. Your family plan. Listen, I appreciate you.
Yeah.
But your dick got a purpose.
Its purpose is being used well.
He's about to say, he said, my dick got a purpose. He said, it's big, but it don't. He said, its purpose is to be big.
His purpose is to be there, to be present.
Listen, he's the top. He works well. He's the top flight.
Works well under pressure.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you something about my dick. My dick has been through the fire.
Wow.
It came out on the other side. And guess what?
There's a joke there. I'm not.
I was about to say literal fire.
There's a joke. There's a joke there.
Yeah.
Listeners, I have never had an STD. I have been sexually active in my life, but I was only a whore for 3 months.
That's not long.
Exactly. I was a hoe for 3 months. Some of you been hoes for 3 years.
You know what? Let's give a shout out to all those hoes that have been through the fire, that have been hoeing for multiple years. It's tough. It's tough.
But some people are built for it the whole life. I'm not.
Well, that's good that you know. That's self-awareness.
Yes, I know. Listen, first of all, I'm gonna be quiet. But
go too crazy.
Listen, listen.
Too got this man.
And this is entertainment. I want people to know that. You don't know me, listeners. You don't fucking know me. You might think you know me, but you don't know me. But I do want some nieces and nephews, and Chris, and Tyrell. If you don't have children before me, I'm gonna give you a niece or a nephew.
All right, that's what I like to hear. So we can spoil them. Take them out.
They're gonna be very intelligent and beautiful and bountiful.
Very inquisitive young seeds.
Them little inquisitive kids be annoying as a bitch. Always asking.
They do. Always why?
Know everything.
Yeah. Big facts.
I hate it. Like you know what I do? I do have in my notes. I'm getting my sayings down. You know, my empty threats. I'm. You know how parents be like. You know, parents just threaten you for no reason, like when they be bullshitting. Like I'm coming up creative threats now. Like I've been watching a lot of My Wife and Kids. You know, I'm not gonna really threaten my child.
That's a good family show.
Yeah, you gotta work on being creative with your disses. I'm gonna make sure my child is ready for the fire. You know, they're gonna know how to jump. You know, they're gonna be able to. I'm not gonna verbally abuse them, but I will say like, "Hey, you fucking up!" Like, what the fuck wrong with you?
That just reminds me how dumb Kyle was.
Who? Which one?
In My Wife and Kids.
Michael Kyle was a great dad.
Yeah. What? I mean, not Kyle. What was his son's name?
Junior.
He was a fucking idiot.
They made him
like he needed to get Joan on. He needed to get Joan on
all day.
Like I like Michael Kyle's style of parenting.
Great.
Yeah, I liked it. But that style of parenting. Now you gotta understand, everybody's style of parenting doesn't fit all children. Doesn't fit all the mold. Yes, so some kids you gotta put your hands on them. Now, you might ain't got to beat their ass fully, but some they got to know who they fucking with.
They respond. They respond to the.
Yeah, some of them do.
You're an advocate of violence. I'm an advocate of controlled violence against your child. Them whoopings in my life, they kept me from being worse than I am.
Shaped them.
The fuck you mean?
I got whooped. Yes.
Shaped them. Right. I mean, the fear of me knowing that I do something I ain't supposed to do and my mama find out, she gonna fuck me up.
Kept you right.
Kept me in line.
That's why I stay out of a lot of trouble when somebody like just the idea of someone saying we're gonna call your pops. Okay. Yeah, I'm good.
Just the fear because I knew what could happen. So it's like we said, sometimes that fear is needed. You have some kids where they don't need the fear. Maybe you just kind of talk to them.
You gotta know your child.
You gotta know your child.
I hate it.
In my life where a whooping is what would help me understand. But then once I got above 12,
yeah,
talk to me,
I'm good.
You didn't have to beat me.
Right.
Because I had intelligence to know, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
I just hated the empty threats. Like, not empty threats. Like, you got McDonald's money. You know damn well I don't got McDonald's money. You got McDonald's money. I'm asking you to feed me.
That's the conscience no. It's like, I'm telling you no, but I'm going to give you a little riddle for you to figure that out.
Going to the store, don't look at nothing. Don't ask for nothing.
Yeah.
Don't touch nothing.
Don't do that.
You know damn well I want to touch something.
Don't you? Well, I told you what's going to happen. If you touch something, you know what's going to happen.
Don't ask for nothing. Stop crying. I'm going to give you something to cry about.
I'm going to give you something to cry about.
Well, I had something that I was crying about, but I guess that wasn't
like
good.
You spank me, and my natural reaction is to cry, and you tell me to stop crying. How does that, like, what is that doing?
I guess the root of my cries was irrelevant to you.
That's toxic. You know, parents are toxic, Loki.
But I have got some good lessons. You know, some good sayings. There's a good saying from there's a time to play, and there's a time to work. You play like recess. Recess is your time to play. When you're in that classroom, you learn.
Yeah.
Give you time. When you're in the lunchroom, you can have fun. When you're in the playground, you can have fun. When that's in that class, you listen.
These big facts.
No playtime in the classroom.
Big facts. Big facts.
I'm gonna give that one to my kids. It's a time to play and it's a time to work.
I only remember the bad stuff.
Were you a bad child, Doc?
Nah, I wasn't. I was pretty good. My sister was bad, so I just remember all of the things that were threatened to her, and that's what's seared into my memory.
You learn from other people's mistakes.
Yeah.
See, I grew up a lot by myself, so I had no one to look after or no one to look at their mistakes. So all the mistakes I got bust up for. I remember like during the Scholastic book fair.
Yeah.
My mother didn't give me money the first time I asked. Oh shit. She said no. So me being a badass kid, I took money out her purse.
Whoa, you were tripping.
You did that, boy.
Bruh, I was wild. I took a 20 piece.
You had been in DC too long.
Nah, this is when I lived in my pops. We lived in Florida. We lived in Florida, and I took that junk. And the white lady, she snitched on me because she was like, "Where you get that 20 from?" I said, "My mother gave it to me."
You should say, "I got money, bitch."
You should say, "I got it from my family, my business."
Yes, I said I got it from my mom. I don't know why she didn't mind her fucking business. She called my mom.
Damn, for a 20 beat for 20 bread.
I was like in 5th grade, like, you know.
I thought you had, if it was like $100, it's different. 20 bread.
Because I was balling out. I was buying all the snacks.
It's $20.
He went crazy with that money.
This nigga was up there shopping.
I was buying all the fruit snacks. My mother beat my ass though.
Wow.
I ain't never done that again.
This nigga, you were bold. You just grabbed
I used to wild out, bro. Like, I will admit I was a runner. Like, I've been, you can ask my parents, they'll tell you, like, I ran away in, like, Euro World Disney. Like.
Oh, you used to slide on niggas?
Yeah, I used to slide on niggas. Like, the one time I got lost in Disney World, I went to the arcade games.
You get beat for that?
Not at the moment, but I did get beat when we got home.
Yeah, good. because you can stop that running shit.
That's the question.
I used to go ahead.
Oh, okay. Well, am I gonna go or are you gonna?
Yeah, go ahead.
You asked the question, was a good child, and it was a neck and neck race for who is the baddest child. I just beat out my brother. I got in more trouble just throughout my life. I was obedient once I learned the lesson. You know what I'm saying? I was sharp and I learned it. But I definitely pushed the boundaries more than any of my siblings.
Yeah, I probably would have beat the shit out of you.
You know what? It makes sense. Isn't there such thing as a middle child syndrome? He's a middle child. He's trying to get attention.
There is a such thing as a middle child syndrome. So, but Terry, I thought you were the oldest.
No, I'm the middle. I got
Your sister older than you?
My sister's older than me.
That's right.
So see, like he was trying to he pinches the older sister about what she's doing, and they're always looking at the younger child. Terry just wants some attention.
Terry wants some attention, so Terry created the attention.
I don't know if that's true, but I do know that I definitely pushed the boundaries. But guess what? I got away with a lot more shit than I got caught for. And shout out to the government because I'm too fast for the feds. I'm too cocky for the cops.
Wayne. That was Weezy F before he started skateboarding.
And to ditch my old bitch getting sloppy with the pots.
Before he started losing his hair.
Well, see, listen. The problem with our rock stars, right, is to be a rock star at their peak is lovely. To be Wayne in 08 to 012 to 12 is beautiful. But then you got to be Wayne in 2020 when you're going bald. You done sip so much lean, your kidneys is failing.
You know, he looks like he's going to have a horrible, like, older adult life. I mean, he has not been taking care of his body, and he don't look too good.
The dreads look bad. The
Bad.
dreads look really bad.
Bad.
Side note. This is nothing to do with your personal life, but it has to do with my former personal life. Can you like a girl's picture that you didn't fuck like completely as good as you should have fucked her? Like, can you like her picture? Like say you didn't give her the D that you were capable of.
Yes.
Yeah. Why not?
Yes. Because you know what?
Every time I
need a second chance. I need a second chance.
Every time I look at her, I remember how well I didn't smash.
Now, Terry, mind you, you are a man with a.
I'm a man with a plan. Yes.
With a plan. Yes. So be mindful of what you say.
But this is what I'm saying though. But guess what? The podcast got a page too. Goddamn.
Statutes of limitations, right?
Guess what? I got 2 other niggas I could blame for this.
That's true.
You know, I would think it's okay to do that because you know what? Give me a second chance. I bullshitted.
All I need is to listen. First of all, sexually, I'm a very intuitive person. I'm a pleaser. I like to respond to the person that I'm dealing with. But you know what I'm saying? Sometimes in life, you just catch somebody at a bad time, and I was caught at a bad time with this junk. And in life, you gotta learn to live with regrets.
Regrets.
Let me say your dick do well under pressure. That was one night my dick didn't show up to the arena.
Bro, it happens, man. You know, sometimes the starter doesn't average his 20.
You know what I'm saying? Sometimes even Allen Iverson had a bad game.
No, I mean, it happens, dog.
You know, to the best of us, you know what I'm saying? But you know what? That's why you should do what you need to do because you need another game. You know what I'm saying? They're not going to bench you after the first game. LeBron has bad games. He comes back the next game after the doubleheader.
What happens when you get another game? You only get one game.
See, that's why I'm glad I'm in a relation.
Oh, that is never true, because guess what? There's always another game.
Yeah, it's never true.
That's South to Most Talk, that's a player anthem. There's always another game.
Always one.
Just one more thing. I feel like this is going to be a good content podcast. I would like to say, every time I do see this particular individual, I say to them, you know you deserve this good joint I'm supposed to give you. You know I owe you one. That's what I say. You know I owe you one.
And then is it a warm reaction?
Nah, the reaction is what I want, because I look her right in the eye.
Okay, did I?
You know I owe you one.
And the response is pleasurable.
It don't matter the response because she know and I know.
No, the response matters.
It does.
Because it can be creepy. It can be creepy if you don't get a good response.
Guess what? I'm gonna be a creepy nigga. Sometimes ain't nobody ever make it in life not being creepy.
I have to fact check that one.
Yeah, I was thinking. I don't know.
You shot from the half court from right there.
You shot from the bench.
I just had to do that for content purposes. I just wanted to bear a little bit of my soul. Because I know there's men out there, maybe one day you didn't have the best game, but guess what? There's always another game. And always when you see the opportunity to take it. I don't know what I'm talking about no more.
I mean, that's why you should, I guess if you, I don't know, what do you do in that? This is a good conversation you brought, Terry. So what if you and a young lady are about to get together, do what you need to do, and you might have had too much to drink, and your man not cooperating.
You're in the morning.
Your man's.
You know what I'm saying? Your big man does not cooperating, and you in the bathroom prep talking. What do you do? What do you do?
As a seasoned vet, when it comes to this shit, this is what you do. You need to just relax, cause it's all in your head.
It definitely is.
It's all in your head. Your mind over matter.
Yeah. And
so what you need to do is relax. Take the pressure off yourself. I know you want to perform. You want your man to do what he can do. You know you could score.
Yeah, you know you're a scooper. You know you're a hooper.
You're a hooper. You look at your dick and say, I know you're a hooper.
I'm in the red zone.
You're about to score. Punch it in. But guess what you got to do? You got to slow everything down.
Okay.
Take the pressure off yourself. If you have any drug of choice, you take another shot of liquor.
Okay.
You relax, and you know what you let your mouth do the work for you.
Okay. Literally.
You conversate, and then you go down low, and you take your time. You please her, do what you got to do, and then you relax. Don't take the pressure off yourself. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Okay.
One nut from your tongue, she gonna work with you.
She's gonna work with you.
Gonna work with you. Now you know what? I had this is another story you brought to mind. I had back in the day when I first started becoming sexually active. You worried about your size and shit like that. Like you worried about is she gonna be impressed or not with what I bring to the table. And it was a jewel that I got from a homie. If you know what you're doing, she ain't worried about all that shit. Listen, if you handle your bit, if you know what you're doing in the bedroom, she's not worried about your penis size because you're a black man. You're already good, unless you're unfortunately blessed, which is
unfortunate.
Unfortunately, I'm blessed.
Oh, there you go. But guess what? Everyone's made in God's image. You're beautiful. So if you know what you're doing and you know how to handle yourself under pressure, you'll be fine. Just relax. Take another shot of liquor.
Relaxation.
Take care of her. And then guess what's going to happen? Nature.
It's going to take over. There you go.
Nature going to take its course.
Yeah.
Because, well, like I said earlier, dick got a purpose.
Oh, my God.
That might be the title.
It has a purpose. And what is the purpose? You don't got to say it.
Well, yeah.
Deliver it. Drop it.
Well, one of the purposes is to you have to pee. You have to use the bathroom, right? You have to pee, right?
That's what, that ain't what we're here for.
That's not what.
Okay.
Yeah.
You said it has a purpose. I'm just.
Now at this moment, the purpose is to.
Well, it can't be in that moment because some people might get down like that.
Someone pissing on bitches.
People like golden showers.
Oh!
He who not shall be named like golden showers.
He who not shall be named. Yeah. We
know someone.
R. Kelly.
Oh, okay, him.
He said R. Kelly.
R. Kelly.
But I wanted to speak. I was gonna say this for the next episode, but since we're here right now, I wanted to talk about this shit. So on Twitter, I don't know if you guys know this. There's different worlds on Twitter.
Yeah.
You can find yourself in different realms of communities and a lot of things that maybe you don't particularly take in at that moment. So we started this podcast talking about social injustice and shit like that. So I was on a thread about the police killing, and someone said something stupid, and someone made a very good joke as a rebuttal. So I liked the joke. And the person that I liked the joke happened to be a woman And the woman ended up following me. And I go on a woman's page, and she so happens to have an OnlyFans, be into different type of kinks and different type of sexual things and stuff of that nature. And it's not my bag, but I kind of wanted to speak to the different worlds of sexuality. Like you talking about getting pissed on. There's some people that's their forte. It's not my fault. And it's like, it's just, I just wanted to, I guess it's just a statement. It's so many different sexual realms that they exist. And most of them, not a lot of them are my bag, but it's interesting sometimes to dive into and just explore, especially on Twitter where it's innocent. I can just look at someone's page and see what they're doing. And I'm like, damn, people are really out here.
There's a lot of different communities out there, man, other than the one that you're in.
Mm-hmm.
Niggas out here.
Yeah, man, shout out to another thing I should have been doing as a child, but, HBO at midnights, they had real sex and shit like that. That put me onto a lot of shit. I wasn't supposed to be watching that. We had the squiggly lines and shit, and then when we got cable, I had to hide that. You remember hiding, Joe? I don't know if you did it, Joe. Like, you kept the volume all the way down low.
Yeah, our niggas had HBO.
It was lit.
Nigga, I was fucking around with the antenna on top of the TV and put foil on the joint.
That Cinemax.
Y'all niggas had like actual TV and shit.
This is a good dumb stuff.
How old were y'all?
Young boy, I
was like 10, 11.
11.
We didn't consistently get direct TV, which is our form of cable down in the country, until I was maybe consistently now 13, 14.
No, boy was 11 out here with this.
Yeah, you have the squiggly lines, and you have to keep that thing on that volume low.
Real sex.
Yeah, that was litty. HBO also had like the Bunny Ranch.
Ooh.
That put me on to legalize prostitution in Las Vegas.
Wow. That's where my man Lamar Odom almost caught his maker.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's wild.
Yeah, the key was you got to keep it low, then you also have another channel.
Set. You can switch to real quick.
Yep.
Boop.
Get it off.
Yeah.
What you watching? Boop.
Was this in your room or the living room?
Oh, I was blessed. I had it in my room. I had TV in my room.
Okay, so you were straight. Well, you were good
living room.
But see,
I had to go to the living room.
Oh, you were in dangerous territory, boy.
Oh, you can't.
I was living recklessly.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm just telling all about you. I'm being vulnerable. You want to know another stupid thing I did? I ran up the TV bill because I was ordering pornos.
Whoa.
Yo, my daddy beat my ass so bad.
You could not be buying shit. You can't.
I didn't know. I didn't know. Like, it said, do you like watch? I hit watch. And then the joke.
So your dad saw that bill and was like, yo, what the fuck?
Ordered Emmanuel.
I was on
Janice.
It was a Playboy channel. The Playboy channel.
So when you hit okay, it never said like $7.99 or anything like that.
Nah, I wasn't paying attention. I was like 12 years old, bro. I was trying to look at some titties.
In the 90s, in the early 2000s, it was tricky.
Damn. So your dad, how much was it? How much did your dad have to pay?
That bill was like it was a good $250.
$300. You were racking them up.
Bro, I was looking at a new joint every day. This was like in the real horny bag. I was in a real horny bag. Like 11 years old. 11 years old. You're trying to find yourself. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And I found myself.
You found yourself, all right. Find yourself running up a bill.
So I do I remember I feel like he was so grateful that he had someone to blame on that.
True.
Because how do you explain to your wife you ran up the bill buying pornos?
He was relieved, but then he had to bust your ass. Don't do that again.
Oh, well.
Yeah, I got my ass bust.
Mazel Talk's exclusive. You got the deep dive.
I was wilding.
Yeah, you were tripping.
You was tripping, boy. You was a wild one.
I didn't have any siblings in the house for a long time, so I had nothing but time and boredness.
And you was exploring. You was very curious, huh?
Curious George ass nigga.
You know, it's part of the game.
About kinks, we're not kinks.
I got my money's worth of it. So.
Oh. You didn't pay.
Wait on it. You know, give you an exclusive though. I'm
Pay for it out your ass, nigga.
Yeah.
That $200, $250 of porn.
Worth that ass whooping.
But I do want to say this though, just as a disclaimer.
Wow.
This is purely for entertainment. These are real stories. They might be a spin on them. Do not dig too deeply into these stories. There's truth, and then there's entertainment. And we do not kink shame on this podcast. Anything that you may be into, whether it may be tying someone up.
Oh yeah.
There are always lines to things. We don't go too far. We're not into any type of sodomy. But do you?
Do you shout out to the different communities out there?
Yeah, hell yeah. We trying to break into, listen, I'm all my sex workers out there. Y'all are the GOAT. Y'all been holding us down since we was 11.
GOAT.
And to the people that are open with themselves and explore themselves beautifully, you know what I'm saying? We cool with you.
This nigga Briss froze again.
We frozen. Man, frozen. I'm getting a little right now. I'm gonna be honest. I'm a little lit. So what?
You need to get that PlayStation, fool.
Listen, I'm on it. Cause I was trying to get these flints.
Oh, did you get them?
Fuck no.
Bro, just go to StockX. They probably don't even resell for much.
So it was for my homie. Wink, wink.
Okay.
They were she could got it for $50 over, but we wasn't trying to pay that 50 extra bread. It's stupid.
Hey, bro, they come with the territory these days, dog.
Yeah, man, listen. I'm understanding now when niggas be talking about the sneakers app, how niggas just be holding L's.
Yeah.
Yeah, I caught an L this morning.
Nigga, I caught. Listen, Foot Locker app is trash.
Yeah.
Fucking that shit stopped working as soon as 10 a.m. hit. And sneakers be teasing me. They be like, "Oh, your size wasn't available. Pick another size." I pick another size, then they kick me out. Then they ask me again. You know what I'm saying? That shit, niggas be holding L's, bro.
They'll probably restock that jump, to be honest.
That's what I said.
Or like Dot said, just go on StockX.
Yeah. As Cowboys fans, that's a Cowboy sneaker.
That's the fit. That's the fit.
Dallas Star with them joints, nigga. You lit.
That's the fit right there, boy.
Hey, Lulu, look at Lulu.
That's a clean 13. But I don't even go on the sneakers app anymore, man. Like,
it ain't worth it.
The only time I go up there is if it's like a crazy exclusive shoe, and I just say fuck it. I'm gonna just throw my hat in the ring. Like I did for the Travis Scott Forces. It's like fuck it. I'll just see if I can get them, and I got them. And then if the Dior Jordans go on the sneakers app, I'm gonna just do it just to see. But like anything else,
you gonna pay that $2,000?
Oh yeah, because if you get that for 2 racks, bro, you can flip that for 5, 4, 6, 8. That's an investment piece.
But the Travis Scott, the Air Maxes just dropped this week. I tried for them.
Oh yeah, just try exclusive shit like that. I try, but like something like the Jordan 13s, bro, it's only gonna be $50 over.
When I take a note from my good brother Brish, he said, "Nigga, no expectations, no expectations. Don't have expectations. I don't expect to win. I don't expect to lose.
Nah, man. Because the sneaker game fucked up, man. You know, not to go too deep into it, it's fucked up.
I'm realizing because I got a little more expendable income during this quarantine, so I'm just like playing around, and I'm like, let me see what I could get, and it's fucking crazy. If you don't got a bot, it's over.
I mean, it's fun. I think that the pandemic has really brought people into buying sneakers more simply because they're just in the crib. So people just been trying to, because the jokes about the sneakers app, that was done like 3 years ago. You know what I mean? And so, but now I see them coming back around just because people in the house saying fuck it.
Hell yeah, bro. On Saturday morning, I'm like, let me just try.
Yeah.
That's part of the game, bro.
Hey, same niggas was getting years before, niggas gonna get right now.
Yeah, man, I'm about to
pay that extra bread.
I'm about to get my 1911 and start jacking niggas.
1911, I love that one.
That's my favorite handgun.
I love that. You know, the first time I saw was in the original Punisher movie when his father had 2 1911s and he broke the jump when they came to kill his whole family. You remember that Punisher joint?
It's the original one.
Yeah.
Yeah, when he was chilling on the beach with his fam and them niggas came through, murdered the whole family. Everybody. And he took his dad's 1911s, both of them joints. He just going around, and then for the whole movie, he using 1911s, blasting niggas' dad.
right. Well, I think we've been on for a while. We can wrap this joint up. Terry, do you have a spiritual bar of the week while I find my small business? Well, let me just go ahead. I'm going to go ahead and just shout out all the small black businesses right now during this protests and things like that, especially if your business has been looted or burnt down or whatever. Shout out to you. We should, like we said earlier, the goal is to not affect our shit, but there might be some casualties of war, especially with black businesses. So I'll get back into the individual ones next week. But I just want to shout out all black businesses today, and and the looters and people that are protesting. Leave the black businesses alone, man. You know what I'm saying? Fuck them. Fuck Target, Walmart. Burn them bitches up. Fuck Arby's.
Bitches up.
Or, mom and pop stores or mom and pop's fish spot or whatever.
Leave those alone.
Leave them joints alone. So
be strategic about that shit.
Yeah.
Listen, get that rage out because listen, I'm hot. That shit was boiling inside of me. And I'm happy I seen Chris say, he getting on social media because that's all I had to do, bro. Just get off of it so that I could just get back center again. But that shit had me so hot, especially when you see people saying the dumbest things and having the hottest bullshit takes about what's going on. Be strategic about this shit. We need to create change, but we need to be strategic.
Facts. And I need Twitter to get back to jokes.
They coming. You gotta look for
them,
but they there.
Yeah.
I will say salute to Twitter for bringing the jokes about what's her name, Jessica, the shorty in the wheelchair.
Oh yeah, they fried her up.
Yeah, the joint with her and the tatted up. That had me weak. That had me weak for a good hour.
So, sound effects of her ass getting punched.
Like, before we get to anything spiritual, like, what possessed her to go to the Target, even though she could walk, but you're in a wheelchair? What do you think you're going to accomplish?
It's going to stab niggas and keep rolling.
Like, niggas could just topple you over and your whole day's done.
I don't know what she thought, man.
When they sprayed the shorty with the fire extinguisher,
they fucked her up. They sprayed her the fuck down.
Stabbing me, niggas open. Like, first trying to cut me.
Yeah. Well, somebody was punching her in the head, and then they were like, all right, chill.
Someone said she had a post-game interview. Bruh. Like, not yesterday, but yesterday was Friday, but Thursday was the funniest day. Like, it was like the first day after
Thursday
the riots.
was. Yeah, Thursday was.
That's when the jokes were coming. And then
they said she looked like she just came from Iraq.
See, once I said, because that's when I was kind of distancing myself, because I'm like, yo, they riding, this shit is real. I ain't trying to. And then that was like, yo, what's going on? They got a wheelchair lady getting fucked up.
I was like, yo, what the fuck is happening?
Bro, the trending topics was she's 30 and she can walk.
Yeah.
She's 30.
She definitely can't be 30.
That joke she's 30.
That's crazy.
Shorty looked like she was 50.
60.
She looked old.
Like, that's the definition of white people doing too much. Stay your ass. If you in a wheelchair, stay your ass in the house. Why you in the streets?
Roll to Target.
It's that white hubris.
Oh, hubris.
Listen, you think just because you're in a wheelchair, listen, no one gives a fuck. This is what I know.
Get fucked up.
This is what I know about this world. Don't nobody give a fuck.
And that factual.
When it come down to me or you, bitch, is you.
It's
you. Every time. Won't be me. I will toss your little ass over that damn wheelchair.
All you gotta do is topple her shit over. She's done.
Screaming for help.
Help! Just spray ass in the fire extinguisher.
Just scared that you crippled? Don't nobody give a fuck.
And she had her little kitchen knife stabbing people. Come on, man.
Like, come on, son.
People that try to listen. All I'm saying is, I'm happy they didn't catch me on camera. That bitch tried to stab me.
She would try to stab me. She'd have got it worse than that fire extinguisher.
That was hilarious, though. They sprayed the shit out of Shorty.
She just wheeled away.
I also want to give a shout out to whatever that nigga name is who played Miles from the Spider-Verse when he said Rosa Parks could have caught a cab.
He said Rosa Parks could have caught an Uber.
Yo. Just fuck it. Shut up and dribble, nigga. Just act.
Uber.
That is hilarious. Come on. So like people have memes of like Rosa Parks sitting at the stop waiting for a taxi. I say, yo, niggas is hilarious.
That nigga said, why she ain't just call it Uber? What is wrong with you?
Why she ain't just call it taxi? My nigga.
I don't know.
You gotta laugh at shit like that. Like,
but how old is he?
He's 22. He's at least 23 or 24, bro.
Yeah.
That's pretty stupid.
You listen. This is what I learned about life.
I guess ignorant would be better.
People always reveal themselves. Always. If you pay attention long enough, people will always, even me, I will always show you who I am.
Yeah.
If you know me long enough, you've seen every part of me, and you will. And that motherfucker revealed himself for the internet to see. Nigga, shut the fuck up and make Spider-Man, bro.
He was tripping.
Listen, when you're around white people for long enough, you get into a world where you get confused. It's easy to get confused. And I'm not going to hold this against him. I'm going to watch his next movie. But my brother, shut up.
Yeah, he got to relax. Just relax, B. Just relax.
Rosa Parks could have caught an Uber.
What's wrong with you, dog? What is wrong with you?
Should have gotten a cab. My nigga, do you not know what she was doing?
Why
he was serious? He was serious too. That's the crazy thing.
Exactly.
This is what happens when you take kids out of the educational system too early.
You don't read it.
Or how bad our educational system is.
Yeah, that's probably the point. Our educational system is bad, and he probably didn't get his ass beat for paying attention in class. So he probably should have got that a couple
niggas
times.
Don't read, bro. Niggas don't read.
Niggas do not read. Niggas do not read.
Niggas don't read.
Niggas do not read.
Listen, that's the name of this episode. Niggas don't read.
They do not. Niggas do not read.
Like, reading is corny. My nigga, all the information about everything you want to know is written down.
The whole time in 2020, you even gotta read. There's audiobooks.
You can listen.
Podcasts.
Niggas in
videos,
literature or educational literature that's not their thing.
Don't want to read. I bet that nigga ain't ready.
Niggas is scared. Niggas gonna get pointed out. You know, I'm like, this nigga reading a book.
Remember that the thing they passed around on Twitter? I forgot the little video where niggas was like reading that gangster nigga. That ain't black. Do something cool, nigga, like dunk a ball.
Yeah. They scared somebody gonna come and clown them. This nigga reading a book.
This nigga. Look at this nigga.
So much knowledge.
Trying to get smart and shit.
Look at this nigga.
And it's funny though, because I remember in Fresh Prince, they talking about Will Smith had a joint. He's like, yo, nigga, I remember when you used to hide your books in a pizza box because you didn't want niggas to know you was reading.
Mm-hmm.
That shit is still a thing in our community where it's not
low key. Nobody talks about that, but that is still a thing.
To be smart, bro. I used to hide in high school. I was part of the National Honor Society, all type of shit. I used to not play that shit up because I didn't want to be nerdy or be too smart.
Yeah. I mean, I used to read like for fun, but then when I became more, I guess, just accustomed to like the cooler life, playing sports and talking to women in high school, like the reading thing just kind of went to the side.
The books have all the knowledge. People are writing this shit down.
That's a low key. You know what? That's a conversation we might need to have next episode.
In that note. But I'm gonna go into spiritual, and I'm actually gonna say one that we said before because it kind of fits what's going on right now. And this is just a read because I know people don't listen to all the episodes we put out. Y'all should. But I'm gonna revisit one of the joints I said before. The world celebrates all the wrong stuff. We as humans often contradict ourselves. A lot of time, many of our words do not match our actions. Just look around, pay attention. Are you paying attention? We have to live in this world, but we do not have to be of it. We can see how things that get most of the attention are not always positive. It is really our duty to challenge this. We have to recognize that hypocrisy is being sold to us and not associate ourselves with it. Let's celebrate the positive and the righteous. Let's be greater than the bullshit, the jive, the fuckery, the lies. that get us all the negative attention. I'm gonna say the last line one more time because I remixed it.
Remix.
Let's be greater than all the jive, bullshit, fuckery, lies that we see gets all the negative attention. That's all I got, baby.
All right.
All right. Thank you, Terry, for the spiritual moment of the week. As we close out, I just want to say to all those people that are out there protesting and, you know, in these streets, be safe. Watch out for the ops. They are undercover. They are starting fires. They are the ones that are doing all this wild shit.
Get your strap.
Get you a gun, black people. Protect yourselves. As we close another week, man. Remember, on the path to playerdom, there are 3 rules now. Stay true to yourself. Stay true to the code. Wash your hands. And we'll see you next week, man. Thank you for listening to another episode of Mother Talk, man. Peace.
Yeah.